Are we okay? Banter. What is banter? I don't know. I'm fucking freezing to death. I hope you know this.
I turned the heater on, so I'm not.
It's like it's not cold. Like it's 7 degrees in the house, and I'm like wearing a flannel on a long sleeve shirt, and I'm wearing sweatpants, and I'm wearing giant fuzzy socks. But I am freezing. I am literally underneath blankets, cuddling my heating pad right now.
Girl, no, I got really, really hot last night. So, like, I took off the socks, I took off the pants, I was sweating.
Yeah, I've been
And
there,
then I
done
woke
that.
up like, freezing. I was like, no.
Yeah, I've
I
been
pulled
there,
my
done
pants
that.
up. I was like, no.
Alright. Um. Hello,
Also, can
welcome.
I just say,
What?
never mind, keep going.
Okay.
Go.
Hello, welcome to a Fish of Flower podcast. The podcast where I feel out of it and I don't know why. Um,
Good thing you don't
I'm
have to host this one.
I know, right? I'm Flower, aka Rose. I don't have a fun fact. I don't know. I've run out of fun facts. I knew this day would come. I don't know. Oh, here's my fun fact. In Subnautica, if you hatch the fish in like the aquariums, like the eggs in aquariums, apparently you can like I knew you could take them out of there and you put them in your pocket and then throw them outside, right? Set them loose. You can also put them
Pause,
in the biogenerator.
pause. Just imagine putting a fish in your pocket.
I know, right? Um, and so yeah, I saw that that was like an option. Like it said switch container at one point when I had an extra rabbit ray, one of the stingrays. Yeah. And so then I gotta collect the lava ray so that I have all three of the stingrays. Um, but so I had three of them, so I picked one up and I put it in my pocket and put some things in the generator. But I saw that it said switch container. So today, while playing, I tested it out, and you can do it. And it's been in there for like 2.5 hours of gameplay, just going with that ray in there, and it's been at full power the whole time. I don't know what the fuck is happening. I think I'm just gonna breed fish now in this game. That's my fun fact.
That was the longest fun fact ever. Fun fact.
Are you trying to think of a fun fact?
No, I'm reading a message.
Oh. How the
Listen,
fuck dare you?
I don't jump for anybody, but I jump for my Kindy, okay? Respectfully. We've been friends for like 6 years, okay? Anyways,
Stop saying it's
my name is
wrong.
Fish, aka Stingray, and my fun fact today is men's pajama pants.
Hell yeah.
I love them.
I have one pair.
I have a pair that are Jack Skellington because I have like 21 pairs of Jack Skellington pants for some reason, and I fucking love them. And every once in a while, my mom will say something stupid. Like the other day, she's like, oh my god, you got a hole in your pants because she was like wearing a pair of like my leggings or something because we just kind of throw them back and forth, you know. And she's like, oh my god, there's a hole in me. She's got a hole in your top, and then I was wearing those, and I was like, yeah, the fuck I do. I just stuck my hands through the fucking hole. Like I unbuttoned it and just stuck my hands through. Like, yeah, I got a hole in my pants. Anyways, I stole the Budweiser pants I've been wearing. I stole from her what she stole from her ex-husband, so now I have 2 pairs of men's pajama pants.
I love that.
I'm living my best life. Do you think I'm gay or something?
Yes. I don't know how to tell you this, but yes.
Oh man, listen. Lately, I've just been wanting to call myself a fucking dyke because, like, Jesus Christ.
For anyone other than famine. Famine is
No,
the only
listen,
man in Stingray
listen. If
land.
I was gonna try it, it would Mr. Ivy, my beloved.
Oh, I thought.
Keep the mask on, though. Keep the mask on.
That's so weird. I'm gonna go now. Bye. The urge to click hang up because I was on the call page on my phone. Oop.
Oh my god. Anyways, what the fuck are we doing?
This is a stream of conscious podcast, very similar to how we talk to each other on a daily basis.
Yes.
Welcome to Death. You know, the fourth Mormon book, the one that we were supposed to do like a month ago by the time this comes out, it is one of the 2 bonus episodes for February because someone got sick and then another person got sick and someone tried to finish it in time and technically she did. That person is me, but we ran out of time for recording it, so now it's just going to be a bonus episode in February. It's okay, it's a romance. It's a romance, technically. If you're watching on YouTube, there's a whole entire playlist of 1 Stingray hosted episodes, because Stingray is hosting this based off of the notes that I took while reading this book. And,
Yes.
2, I will put up in the cards, both that whole playlist, but also the first one in the series, so in case you haven't listened to the first one. It's there.
There was more on the playlist, but I had a breakdown and got insecure, and I wasn't part of those episodes. So I was like, hey.
I guess we have to go with content warnings first. We have death, sexual content, violence, death of parent, and child death. That's it.
Stop.
I say that's it. This is the one that makes me cry. That has not changed. This is the one I originally had at 4.5 stars. Or 4.75. I upped it to 5. I don't give a fuck. This is my favorite in this series. Death is my personal favorite of the boys. I went kind of crazy writing these notes because I started listening to just random classical music. And so then it started playing, Spotify just started playing soundtrack music, which makes sense. That's the type of music I like to listen to anyways. So I may just randomly start talking about The Hobbit in the middle of the notes. Don't worry about it.
I need you to go somewhere. Granted, there is a song on, like, the actual, like, regular Hobbit soundtrack, like, you know, regular music. It's an Ed Sheeran song that I really like.
I know what I instantly do. You were talking about I See Fire.
It's so good, and it's so Wisconsin coded. I've always loved that song. Old Ed Sheeran's really good. I can't lie. I was bumping Multiply so often.
It's one of the very few good things to come from those movies. That and the behind-the-scenes video of Benedict Cumberbatch being the dragon. That shit is hilarious. Oh my god.
Listen, the album's like, oops, all bangers. I See Fire, Don't. What other songs are on there? That album's just oops, all bangers, okay?
Okay. In case you haven't, listened to all the other episodes and you don't want to go back and listen to, 4 hours of content. I don't know why. You should.
Yeah, I don't know why either. I'm so funny.
This series, technically, you could totally skip War. That was not good. That book, you could tell we're done with it halfway through recording that episode because that book is so long and so boring and so repetitive that we're halfway through, we're just so done. It's great. But basically...
Also, can you cut out my burp?
I think I talked over it.
I didn't mean to burp. It's the sparkling water, okay? Like, the rare occasion I drink some soda, I don't burp. But when I drink sparkling water, I swear to God, there's 10 times more carbonation. I'm just, burping like crazy.
Okay. This series is about, 4 horsemen who come to Earth, and they kill a bunch of people, basically all electronics and, common day things that we enjoy were destroyed, and then they left. But now, after years later, they have come back one at a time. First pestilence, then war, then famine, and now death. And suddenly they disappear again, one at a time, and the next one comes. Cough, cough, they're all fall in love with random women. That's what's happening in these. And we're on to the last one, which is death. And death is the one who gets to choose whether or not humanity survives at all. So.
Well, I'm gonna go with how the other ones go. I'm gonna assume he saves it over a girl.
Technically, yes. It's gonna get weird. It gets wild honestly, at the end.
At this point, I would too.
Also, listen. I would like everyone to know that in the 3 previous books, God was given he, him pronouns. But in this one, God is given she, her pronouns, which is one interesting because Death is the one that is most connected to God, like they talk like on a regular basis or something. I don't fucking know. But two, it insinuates that God is just genderless. Gender switching, and just based off the vibe that God's at, and which, you know, that whole idea is wild because it was mentioned that God, the vision of what people view God as is just false, and God is his own thing, and blah blah blah. In one of the other books, like, stop viewing God as like through your human eyes. He's something else type thing. I think it was in War that was mentioned. I don't remember. So, you know, the fact that God is apparently genderless is, I love that.
Think about it. Like, it doesn't make sense for God to, like, you know? I don't remember what book it was. No, it was for the fans, and Avi was talking to his mom, and his mom was like, yeah, no, God isn't, like, a thing. It's, like, just the universe and, like, the stars, and, like, you know?
Yeah.
I like that idea more.
All right.
God isn't all.
You ready to read off this? I'm just gonna tell you.
Yeah, it's not the time to go into my religious philosophy.
Okay. You ready to read off these notes? You want to guess the amount of pages?
I'm gonna go with solid 7.5.
12.
Why do I should know by now.
It's the same exact amount as pages as Famine. Is that you hitting me?
That's me squeezing the can.
Oh. Alright, go off, fam. Read off my notes.
I have a question.
Uh-huh.
What is it? Is 70 milligrams of caffeine a lot of caffeine?
70?
Yeah.
Coffee is usually around 100, so I'm pretty sure.
Well, I feel like it hits me harder than a cup of coffee. What does that mean? Anyway,
yeah, coffee is typically 95 milligrams, so.
Yeah, I feel like coffee doesn't hit as hard, though. And I feel like I crash faster with coffee. This sustains me longer. I don't know. Rose's secondary title for this one is Murder to Romance. The Murder to Romance one.
Yes. That's a joke about, that I have made multiple times about the, what is it, the Zodiac Academy series. I read the first one. I read the first book, and I was like, this is not enemies to lovers. This is murder to romance. Like,
when did you read that?
I read that such a long time ago. Like, at the very beginning of my channel. Like, such a long time ago. It was not good. I didn't like it. And when
it got popular later on, and you were like an OG.
Basically, I heard good things about it. I was like, might as well pick the first one up. Did not like it. Basically, I don't like bully / constantly trying to kill the other person romances. That's not hot to me.
AKA Pacific Venom, AKA for the fans.
Yes. But this one, he instantly loves her. Like, he's instantly into it. He's like, you'll see. So, like, there's no, like, bully thing. It's like, yeah, they're killing each other. But, like, the reasons are valid, and also, they do care for each other at the same time that they're constantly killing each other. And so, it's murder to romance, and I love it.
Like, what is his accent? But I kind of love it.
Okay.
It makes me giggle, haha.
Okay.
Anyways, not the stop the killing. I cannot.
Yep. Literally, it's just her going up to him and being like, stop killing. And he's like, I cannot. And then one of them dies. One of them always dies.
No, there's such a huge difference between him saying, I cannot, and I can't. Like, if he would have said I can't, it wouldn't have. But the fact he said I cannot, like, I have to go. Anyways, someone dies 3 times. A stampede of animals pre-warned death's arrival. 9. You trying to imply there was 9 separate stampedes of animals?
Yes, throughout this book.
Oh my god.
I'm telling you, it's a thing.
Oh, we have parts for this one, which is different, yes. It starts in the summer year 26 of the horsemen in Georgia, the state. Do we get peaches?
No.
What
In fact, the
fuck?
fruit that is talked about in the first chapter at the very beginning of the book is apples, not peaches.
What?
Yeah.
One of the first gay books I ever read was Georgia Peaches and Other Forbidden Fruit.
I have to read that. That's on my TBR. My 987 book TBR.
I don't know how I feel about it now. It was kind of good. The main character is the daughter of a preacher. So I read it a long time ago, okay? The Lazarus. Yes, that's the name. I love that. I'm obsessed. That's so iconic. Is at the farmer's market picking up the produce for a niece's birthday. And then we have the first animal stampede, one of 9. Obviously everyone's like, the fuck? But anyways, apple prices, apparently $1.50 each. Like, that's a little steep for some apples, Bestie. I understand. Oh, and then everybody just drops dead.
Yeah. It's like instantaneous.
That's kind of funny. I would be like, oh, what the fuck?
The way it's described
so
every
cool.
time, it's
me?
like, it sounds like just a bunch of bodies hitting the ground all at the same time, and then just complete silence.
That would be scary, but my first thought would be like, oh shit, and then, that's not fair, why not me? She finds death on his horse, which, we get it, horsemen. Oh my god, I hate
We're not even a paragraph in and you're already hating my writing.
Yes.
I guess you don't want that book that either the ideal one or
okay, you writing notes and you writing a damn book are 2 different things. Give me my damn book. I love decapitation. Give me my damn book. Next contains of blood dripping into a river. I don't fucking know. I don't remember what happened.
It was decapitation. They just slit her throat really, really deep.
Attempted decapitation, yes.
I love describing to people what the first scene, like that scene, and then being like, yeah, the person who has read any of it so far really likes that scene. That's their favorite scene.
Make me sound so sane and incredible, Bestie. Thank you.
You're welcome.
They go to each other. He's like, who the fuck are you? This one switches POVs a lot. So we're just gonna go with characters to, you know.
You'll see. You'll see. It's right below.
Yeah, I see it. We switch to death. Quote, he can't cleave her soul from her body, and yet his body is demanding he takes her. Write a normal sentence. Write a normal sentence. Put some distance between them because I guess he doesn't want to kill her. I don't fucking know. And then tries to leave, not before saying, quote, you shouldn't be alive. I know. Welcome to the club, Lazarus. Like, I fucking know. Like, she needs to get mine because I was in the should not be alive club first. That sounds like a I want to kill myself joke, but no. It's not. I'm gonna die. Back to Lazarus. I love that. I fucking, oh my god. I just thought about something. My first quote-unquote girlfriend We watched the Lazarus Effect together. Oh my god. It's a good movie. I'm losing my mind. What's happening?
I don't know.
I keep having to blow my nose. Like,
Oh,
can my
same.
nose be...
My allergies are really kicking my ass recently. In case you're wondering, no, I didn't take my allergy meds today.
What?
In case you're wondering, I did not take my allergy meds today.
Go take your fucking allergy meds. I know they're right fucking there, you bitch. No, if I'm developing allergies again, I'm gonna be pissed because I had really bad allergies when I was a kid. Like, I had to take a prescription pill every day. Anyways, she realizes death is going into the actual town. Obviously she's freaking out. Oh, the whole family's dead, because they're all together one place for said niece's birthday. 20 years ago, Lazarus' adopted mother found her in Atlanta, searching for her husband. As a toddler, finding the rest of the city dead from pestilence. Why did you...
I don't fucking know.
When I read it in my head, but why is it... That was confusing the way you structured that sentence.
I recognize that reading it after the fact.
You went to school for English shit, and yet you write the most confusing shit.
This is why it's so difficult for me to write a book.
Yeah, because you like to use 27 commas in one fucking sentence.
Yeah, it's very important.
You can write shorter sentences every once in a while, Betsy. I don't know if you know this.
I do that once in a blue moon.
Oh, Kiki streaming. She's so cute. Anyways, finding Lazarus somehow alive after 2 days on her own is why she gave her the name Lazarus. Oh my god. That's so real. Technically Lazarus can die, he just doesn't stay dead. Oh my god!
Did you like the semicolon I added there?
It's a change of pace, yes. Death collapses all the buildings inward. Slay. We're in Alabama now.
Yeah, there's a lot of, like, time jumps in this one.
She's going to all these destroyed towns, and obviously she's the only one Death can't kill, so apparently she has to stop Death. Oh my god. Meh. I like the sound of this one, though. I'm just being annoying. I mean, her name's fucking Lazarus. And you're gonna not expect me to like this one? Like, do you know me? We're in October now. And we're in Tennessee. Boo. She thinks she successfully tracked Death, and is waiting for him to show up so she can kill him. She's very lonely. It's unfortunate. She's a quote. She's the kind of person who has a hugger with the junk show. She isn't sure she can go through with it. What's the connection in that whole sentence there? She was training to be a doula. That's like whatchamacallit, right?
The person who helps deliver babies, yes.
I heard noise, and it's probably just my neighbor closing his front door, but still. Noise scary.
That's me playing Subnautica.
He tries to talk to him first. He recognizes her. Your notes are so fucking ugh. He has all of his brother's powers too, so just imagine a lot of rain and wind. Oh my god. He's now my favorite. This is my favorite one. I don't care. Fuck famine. Fuck famine. What the fuck? Oh my god.
Read the next sentence.
Yeah, every time lightning hits, it's like she can see through him through his skeleton, seeing a skull instead of a face. Oh, I love it here!
I would like you to know, it's similar to Famine. When they bang, he causes weather stuff to happen. So
Yeah, I remember.
So when they bang and lightning hits, they're like in the process, like, and his head just becomes a skull, and she doesn't mind it. She's like,
Losing my mind. His nickname for her is Kismet. I've heard that before, but don't ask me what it means.
it tells you in the book. Don't worry.
Obviously he's like, who is you? What's happening? And seems sad when he thinks he can't kill her in his normal magic way, so instead he snaps her neck. You know, I'd let him snap my neck. I don't know. Am I just suicidal, or is this... Pause. Full stop. When she comes back, it's night, and he's kneeling next to her. Oh my god. She begs him to stop the killing, and he says her pleas are worthless. I'm so normal about this already. She tries to track him down again and stop him. And oh my god. And then he starts to get a head start and snaps her neck again. Bestie.
Yes.
Bestie. I keep muting myself so you don't have to hear me blowing my nose. You just have to cut out the fucking silence. We're back to Death's POV. Oh my god, he gently lays her down and feels sadness at the idea of making her hate him and will decrease the chances of her stopping him due to being his woman. Why do you write like this? Normally he can feel every living soul at once, but he can't feel hers when she's not right. But I have to go somewhere. Why am I about to cry?
I told you he was the best boy.
What?
I told you he was the best boy.
Oh my god. He views her as his challenge. I'm about to bash my head against the wall. Like, I'm leaning against the wall right now. My head is about to be in the fucking wall. He stares at her face and wishes to kill her. Parentheses. We're 6 chapters in, and this man moves fast. Get out of my paragraph! And moves fast in comparison to his brothers. Oh, he wishes to kiss her.
Yeah, it was supposed to be kiss, not kill. This is what happens when I type up notes on my phone.
She's seen billions of people, but she's the only one that moves in italics. Yeah. She can withstand death, which means she's creation. Life. I have to leave!
That's important for another thing, because at some point you're going to learn a thing.
Are we recording?
Yes.
Okay. I was going to make a funny haha and hang up on you, but I don't want to fuck shit up.
Thank you.
How am I supposed to survive this? I'm already fighting for my life right now. We're back to Lazarus' POV. She wakes up again. And the only thing left of him is a single black feather on her chest. I'm so normal. I hate you.
The way that it goes from pestilence to war to famine to this. Like, pestilence is pretty good. War, and then you get famine and you're like, oh, that's great. And then you get to death and you're like, oh, oi.
She's now extra angry. She's like, I'm gonna save humanity, cause I'm a bad bitch. With a name like Lazarus, I hope you are a bad bitch. I was gonna make a really bad joke. I'm not gonna make that joke. It's still October, but now we're in Kentucky. Do we have fried chicken? We don't got peaches, but do we got fried chicken?
I don't think so, because it's kind of difficult to get oil that hot without, like, a fryer.
Fire exists. I don't know. God. Parentheses, the way one of my old notes for this on Goodreads is about how I suck at geography. Still accurate. Parentheses. I just know Kentucky is up, but not too far up. Right? I feel like
Don't fucking ask me. I don't know.
I was good at geography when I was always good at it. Was geography's easy.
We are different people. I can do
I
math.
can't do
I
math.
can't do geography.
Well, it's really not that hard.
Neither is algebra.
I don't know. I always had an easy time with it because it just wasn't that difficult to me. I don't know. It's really not if you think about it. It doesn't. Oh my god, what are we talking about? She comes across the city and Dust Path that is still alive. We go to the police station to warn. She sat with the mayor, chief of police, fire chief, and another guy named George. Why is he gonna name?
Because she doesn't know his titles, so she's just like, George? I don't fucking know.
Okay. They're asking questions and being like, oh my god. I'm trying to make this interesting, and now I see why there's always you always kind of stutter when you do this because you have to translate it into normal people speak.
That's the normal people speak.
They're debating the validity of her story for good reason. And she shows them the maps of marked out cities she killed for proof. Not George storming out and calls her dumb. George, I'm in your fucking wall. Her name is fucking Lazarus. She's cooler than you'll ever be. Fucking George.
Don't worry about George. Don't worry, George. George has his time coming.
Are you curious, George?
No, he's not.
That's the worst joke I've ever made in the history of this podcast. Oh my god. Anyways. Stop jumping in and out of my paragraph. She admits that she can't die and that's how she survived death, and that she can prove it. Oh my god. The mayor threatens her, but the men agree to let her cut herself so she can show her unnatural healing as proof. I'm not gonna make that joke either.
I know, right? Literally, I think it's the mayor who's like, no, it's not the mayor. The mayor is kind of freaked out about all this. It may be the police chief or something like that. The fire chief is like the nicest out of all of them. I should bring.
Because he's the fire chief. The fuck? There ain't no song called "Fuck the Fire Department."
But the police chief is like, why should we not, if she wants to cut her goddamn wrist, we should just let her. And if it doesn't prove something, it doesn't prove something. If it proves something, it proves something. But
boo-hoo. She wants to cut herself. She's not slitting her wrist the right way. Who cares?
She does split her whole forearm down from the wrist down.
What?
Yeah.
She does? Oh, my bad. She's so real. I don't know. You know how hard it is not to make fucking jokes 24/7 about this shit? But you exist. So I can do it too. And you're gonna be like, oh my god, and I'm gonna be like, I'm so normal. They keep her locked up in an interrogation room until she heals in 2 hours. Damn. So obviously she's right, and they're bewildered. There, I added something interesting. I said bewildered instead of stop. I know things. I know big words and what they mean. I'm so unserious. You're just letting me do this. You're just letting me dig this hole.
Yep.
I'm sorry. Quote, Lazarus is set up with the police force and all the bows and arrows in the world to take down death. And there's no comments in that one. Some of the city has evacuated. Stuff has let his range down because apparently man has distance differing. So people only very, very close to him will, okay, anyway, next case, she feels guilty. Obviously she's the first to get to his body. She says nobody touch the body. Don't touch the dead body. That's the first rule of a crime scene. Don't touch the damn body.
Okay.
George shows up. Get the fuck out of here. He's the sheriff, apparently. Why? Sheriff! You're a fucking sheriff! Why are you going to fuck with the body? Why would you, what's the thought process? Why would you fucking touch that? Anyways, the next one is as soon as he touches him, he dies. Like, are you stupid?
I mean, yes, he literally goes, I don't believe you, you're all dumb, for believing her, all this stuff. And then as soon as there's actual proof that she's right, in the point of death's body, he's all like, ooh, I'm gonna take this body, and then immediately dies.
Yeah, he's the sheriff, so it tracks, though. The police chief clears the street for an hour and gives her a cart for her bike. She's the one who has to take care of death in his body. He officially believes she's unkillable when she starts to his death, and when she touches him, she's completely fine. That's so real. Her name is Lazarus for a reason, Dusty. We're in Kentucky still. We're on the interstate. I'm skipping over that.
Anyways, I put on music, and the first song that played was The Shire from the Lord of the Rings soundtrack. It really does not match the vibe of the book, but I'm low-key dancing to it, so I was dancing whenever a lot of the Lord of the Rings soundtrack song came on. I just started dancing along. I was like, this is so not normal.
You are not normal, yeah. She's tracing Death's pathway backwards. The horse is following. The arrows are popping out of his body. Oh my god. She's exhausted and decides to hide.
Skipping the music. The next song was Skyrim 5 soundtrack. I don't know, but it was good.
She goes to the back of the cart to get her items, to find him warm, and it's on her items. What the fuck? Okay. No pulse still. She isn't so just falling asleep. What the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know, that was weird. She's like trying to find her items. She's exhausted, but she's trying to find her items, get out, hide herself before he wakes up, all this stuff. And then she's like, oh shit, he's on my items. Oh shit, he's like coming back. I can feel it. And then she like trips when she's trying to grab her items and falls on him. And then she's like, oh, he's warm. Falls asleep. Immediately. I'm like, bitch, what the fuck?
Stupid. No. You specifically list the fact that he has a pulse, but the question is, why would he have a pulse? I feel like it would be better if he didn't have a pulse, like he never had a pulse at all.
Well, he doesn't have a pulse at this point either.
But it said he has a pulse.
It says he doesn't have a pulse.
When? Oh, okay. So, he never has a pulse, so correct.
He has a pulse. I don't believe for sure.
God. It would be so much better if he never had a pulse. You know what I mean?
I get what you're saying, yes.
Like, be serious. Oh my god. He wakes up and then cuddling with his wing draped over for like a blanket. Oh my god, he has wings.
Yeah, he has wings. Dragonheart soundtrack, by the way.
She gets up, grabs her things, then waits with her knife at his throat for him to wake up. If there's not a knife to the throat scene, is it really a book, apparently? Honestly,
not according to Lord Thalassa.
I get it. Someone put a knife to my throat. Do it. You won't. No balls. I sound very suicidal in this episode. I promise I'm fine today. As we get in 20 minutes, though. I took my medicine today, don't worry. I took the battery. He's surprised when he wakes up, obviously. Oh my god, he grabs her throat and then flips him over so she's under. Ah! I'm normal. Takes the knife away. She tells him to stop killing. He tries to use famine's withering ability, and while it causes her pain, it doesn't kill her. No. Storms off. He storms off asking why she does this to him. Oh, it's so good. Oh my god. When he rides back past her on his horse, he apologizes, and she says the next time she finds him, she'll gut him. Romantic. I agree, Betsy. I am free. Saws had a nose blow. Fucking hell, you know what I mean. We're in November. We're in Cincinnati. Get out of my paragraph. Please remember, I know a weird amount about since there's so many C's and I've developed a list that I'm never gonna get over the fact.
It's literally just C's and I's and N's. There's like an A and T in there too, but like it's literally just
Cincinnati, Ohio. Since that book is friends with Molly Barnes, which means I'm close to the Markiplier. They fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. I'm in your fucking walls. I have a cat and you don't, huh? Oh, she's grave robbing. Hell yeah! When death calls for her, waiting for her. She's grave robbing when death calls for her, waiting for her.
Yeah.
Bestie.
Yeah. For sure.
You know, when I read she's great when she's grave robbing, I did the surfer dude hand thing.
Oh, I hate you.
What does that even mean? Like,
I'm taking away your dog and your cat again. You're grounded again.
That would require you to get in a car or a plane, and you're physically incapable of doing that. So.
I can get on a plane. I like planes. It's just
you
getting to the airport.
It's hard to plane, Bessie. Anyway, I feel like I do that so much, and then I get the super dude hand thing. I do that so much, and then I get self-conscious, so I never do it, but I love doing it. I don't know if that's a me thing, or if it's just, like, it feels gay. Like, I don't know. She aims at him, saying he can't stop her, and she says she just wants to talk to her. Puppy dog crying emoji. That was not the correct word word sequence.
Just you say word 3 times in a row.
Yeah, I realized that. My brain is broken. She threatens to bop him, so stops coming towards her. Oh my god, she notices him staring at her lips. Like, how do we know? Like, when someone's like, oh my god, they're staring at my lips. He stares at my lips. He stares at my lips. Is that just, like, how do you know? Like, how do you know he's not staring at your face? Like, is that just me not understanding social and romantic cues, or is that just, like, anyways, she asks what his name is, and then he gives many examples. Anubis! I love that shit. I eat that shit up. That reminds me of House of Anubis. I was obsessed with that shit as a kid. Anyway, and then they stopped showing it on regular Nickelodeon and only showed it on Teen Nick. Like, literally, I was so obsessed with it that I had my grandma record one of the episodes on a fucking VHS so I could watch it later because I was gonna miss it.
Okay.
Mind you, this is the mid-2000s, 2010-ish, probably. And I was like, we used a fucking VHS to record this shit.
I know exactly what you're talking about, because in the parentheses, it says, which teleported me back to early high school, because I had a friend at the same time who was also obsessed with it.
It's so good. Like I recently started like when I was staying with my dad. I was watching it with Kylie. We never got to finish it, but we were so obsessed with it. Like the acting is terrible, and it's like the budget is $2, but I fucking love it.
Oh, those are my favorites. I love horrible early 2000s CGI for like low budget shows. It was so good.
Mara and Asriel being the ones that yeah. So many things connect back to the name Mara for me. There's Mara Dyer. Then Spirit Box has 3 songs called the Mara Effect Part 1, 2, and 3, respectively. And just, I don't know, Mara has been a really weird thing that just keeps reappearing in my life. I don't know what that says about me and the person I am, but I'll let you know. Here we got a quote. But to you, then no. End quote. Anyways.
More Lord of the Rings soundtrack. Good times. I dance now.
LOL, the tale of
Despero soundtrack.
Okay.
It came on. Oh, that was so funny. And then I had a fun time trying to figure out how to spell Despero while I was typing out notes. I took a break, like a 5-minute break, trying to figure out how to spell Despero.
Sentinel smiles when she says the name, so she shoots him and he runs while she reloads. That's so funny. That's real. Not the way her weapons. He compliments her efforts, but still says they're wasted, but he enjoys watching her try. Why do I love him? He warns my Caesar. Fuck. Oh my god. The next time he sees her, he won't be as kind, and then gives her one last look before flying off. Fun. We're December, and we're in Iowa. Corn! Do we have corn?
I don't
There
think
should be
so.
corn, right?
I don't know.
Corn is easy to grow, right? And you can grow a lot at once. So it'd be a good, sustainable thing to have in a time like this. Correct?
I don't know. In famine, all the food was just sugarcane. There was just sugarcane everywhere. And I was like, I don't know if this is the time to be growing sugarcane, but sure.
Yeah.
All the plants that came across that weren't grown by famine were sugarcane or weed.
Sugar. I don't know. Not the Christopher Robin with Obi-Wan Kenobi soundtrack, LOL. Go somewhere.
It's because it's a Christopher Robin one with, what's his face who plays Obi-Wan Kenobi, that's why. I have this being funny.
She says about her overpass vibes, waiting for him, when the animals trample through. That's the third one, right?
I believe so. I don't fucking know. There's a lot. 9 to be exact.
It's too cold to use a bow. What? So she waits until he rides forward, then jumps down, knocking him off the horse and stabbing him in the throat. She's so iconic! That's, oh my god.
Anyway,
imagine it's not fucking cool. Imagine him being Lazarus and then you jump off a fucking overpass and knock someone off a horse and stab him in the throat. Bitches wish to be Lazarus. Me, I'm bitches.
Okay. The way Spotify switched from the Disney dinosaur movie, you know, the one from the early 2000s,
yeah,
I love that movie, to Hot Tea, honestly hilarious.
The Good Dinosaur, is that the one you're talking about?
No, I'm talking about the early 2000s one. Which
one?
God, now I gotta look up a photo of the poster.
So it's before time?
No, it's called Dinosaur. That's the name, Dinosaur.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
We are not the same people. I watched it nonstop.
I don't know. Listen, the only two dinosaur movies I know is Land Before Time.
It came out directly in 2000. I was 1 year old when this movie came out, and I was obsessed.
I've never seen that. Oh, I've seen part of the other dinosaur movies, so I don't. What the fuck are we talking about? Anyways,
dinosaurs. This is why my favorite dinosaur is the iguanodon, because that is the main character. Is it iguanodon? I'm 98% sure.
Well, you know my favorite dinosaur? it's the really big one that's a herbivore with the big long neck, you know, that kind of looks like a spoon, like a ladle. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about, God. What
I
is?
have no clue.
What do you mean you don't know? What the fuck is this movie? What is this poster? It's on there. The dinosaur I'm talking about is on there.
Oh, you mean a Brontosaurus?
Is that its name?
The long neck? Yeah.
Yeah, and then I like the ones, not the Triceratops. Is that what it? The one with the spikies up their back and that are like.
Stegosaurus.
Yeah, those are my favorite.
Stegosauruses are cool, yeah.
Anyways,
Anyways, that wasn't my favorite movie. It's because I watched it a lot.
What? Dinosaur?
Yeah. You want to watch it together?
Not the fucking meteors in the background.
That's because that's part of the plot. Meteors hit. He's raised by monkeys.
Oh my god.
And then meteors hit, and then he's all like, oh my god, there's other creatures like me? And he's gotta save the world from the meteors.
Anyways, apparently Death has a torch that smells like frankincense. I don't even know what that smells like.
Me neither.
She doesn't like the idea of continuously killing him as he relates, so instead decides to make him her captive. Hot. When he wakes up in the abandoned bar,
the winter soundtrack.
The first thing he does when he sees Lazarus is smile. You know, I kind of love it here. Did you notice that I kind of love it here?
I just remembered that there's bondage kink jokes in this one.
Do they commit to the fucking bit, huh?
Famine did already.
Well, I want everybody to commit to the bit. Then he asks, quote, to what do I owe this uncommon pleasure, end quote. Anyways, he realizes he's tied up, but doesn't seem bothered, but amused. He suggestively asks what she will do with him.
And then we have it all caps, Narnia soundtrack, and then in parentheses, I don't even care if the third movie twice in a row. Because, hear me out, even though the third Narnia movie sucks ass, the soundtrack is just still great. Because the soundtracks of those movies are spectacular. And, can you tell where my obsession with soundtracks came from? It was totally the Narnia movies as a kid. It's not my fault.
So good. He hints her plan is them leaving together. She says the plan is to shoot if he moves, so he taunts her by leaning left and right while saying, I'm moving! Oh, I love him! And I'm laughing. I'm also laughing. He's so real. I would be obsessed with him if I was Lazarus. But honestly, could I swoop in and steal Lazarus from him because, well...
Thruple?
I don't think he'd like that.
I don't think he'd like that either.
I would fold for Lazarus. I don't care.
Don't worry, he's the same way.
Good, as he should.
Wait till you get to the part where she asks us to seduce him. Oh my god, it's hilarious.
So she shoots him in the wing. I love that. I love a woman who's committed to the bit. He believes she won't do much because she doesn't like violence. LOL. Oh my god, he says that's why they're made for each other. They both are about duty but hate the violence included.
We're back to the Lord of the Rings soundtrack. Yay!
He says he prefer. Please, every time you can leave the Cincinnati one in, but all the other times I'm like, rah, 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 please cut it out for my own.
But they're so good. I love it.
I need to keep some dignity, Bestie.
And why are we talking about bondage?
Why wouldn't we talk about bondage? We'll stop. I feel like you know too much about me.
Oh my god. laughing so much. Thank you.
I'm funny. He prefers spending time with her and talking, rather than fighting, which normal people shit. And they're similar in other ways, but won't elaborate. What ways, Mr. Stantinos, Mr. Anubis, Mr. Mara, Mr. Azriel, Mr. Death, like, you wanna run that by me? Oh my god, she described his laugh as sexual. I've been thinking lately, in people who laugh with their whole body and like throw their head back and like just open mouth, like full on laughing. That's so attractive, you know?
Sorry, I just read my next sentence. God, I hate myself.
Oh my god, he wants her not to fall asleep because that's when a whole strike. But she's so tired from everything that she eventually does go night night. That night night is better than licky lick. I'll take night night any day.
Okay.
She awakens to him gently petting her hair and then kissing her behind her ear, saying he'd like to stay her captive, but he has to work and maybe next time she'll be his. She suddenly fully awakens in surprise and he stabs her neck again. I'm so fucking normal right now. Okay, when beautiful woman as the physical embodiment of death, be behind me while I sleep, petting my hair and kissing me behind my ear, saying she'd like to stay my captive, but maybe I could be hers, and then snapping my neck when, who, what, when, where, why? Who, what, when, where, why? No, what? No, who, what, when, where? Who, what, when, where? I'm spiraling. I think you noticed. I stopped listening to music to be happy. I don't care about that, honestly. We're back to death, POV. POV? What? P-O-V! That reminds me of Electric when he goes, W. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
He eats a bunch of food. Death. He has seen nothing like her before and thinks she'll be a better person than his own brothers. I'm sick. Back to Lazarus. Kansas City, Missouri, December. The time and place. That's where we're at. Thanks for the description. They're facing off in a battle again and having their normal conversation when she gets him on the ground and shuttles him. Good fucking bye! Good fucking bye!
Just wait. This is a boobage paragraph.
In the process of putting one hand over his head so he has a direct view. In the process of putting, I know, my brain keeps glitching because I read that, the first part of the sentence, but reading the rest, and, like, you know what I'm trying to say? In the process of putting one hand over his head, he has a direct view of some boob, and he's real distracted. Parentheses, let's be real, if an attractive, panting woman was straddling us and holding one of our wrists above our head, we too would look down and be distracted by boob, and parentheses. Yeah! Hey man, did you know that boobs? Did you know that women? We should never do anything like this ever again because, I don't think the internet should know this much information about me. Oh my god, she uses her boobs as a distraction to put both his wrists above his head, and in the process leans even more forward for more boobing. Oh my god. She's in the process of tying his wrist above his head with rope when he looks up into her eyes and says, I want you, in the italics and everything. Bestie, you know what I think? You know what I think? You know what I think? Hold on. Hold on. This is what I think, Bestie. That's what I think.
No.
That's what I think.
The way our messages is just the dinosaur poster and then just a bunch of kneeling emojis.
I hope that everyone knows that kneeling is for both of them.
I thought you were talking about both the book and dinosaur. I didn't think you meant both Death and Lazarus at first. God, my brain.
But, I mean, if you look at the cat, it looks like I'm kneeling to the fucking dinosaur poster.
I know. That's what's making me laugh.
She won't look at him. There's some banter where he goes her in admitting he finds them beautiful. He admits he's tired of it all, so he asks her. He asks. He admits he's tired of it all, so he asks her to come with him. Stop jumping around. Stop it! She actually contemplates it. He rips the rope apart. He offers her his hand, and she almost takes it, but starts to leave. He pleads with her not to leave him. Why is he kind of renegade coded right now? Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
Oh my god. I think you'd like it. It's Taylor and what the fuck? I get it confused. Bon Iver, whatever the fuck, and Aaron Dessner's band. It's good. I love it. He almost goes for it again, but decides to continue walking away. Girl! He warns us all the time he'll offer before riding off. I'm so sick right now. I also forgot to mention earlier, but in the heartfelt moments is when he normally calls her Chispa, and he told her it means fate. Oh my god. Kill me. Just fucking put me out of my misery right now. Austin, Texas. It's still December. Hello. I don't live around Austin. Austin is so far away, but
oh no, it's a good half the book is in Texas now, so.
I'm in Yeehawville, if you didn't know. That was so fucking annoying.
Yeehaw, bitch.
I imagine my accent has come through a little bit, because when there's an excess of emotion, it's just like, hello, bitch, I take showers. Every time I do an impression of my brother, I'm like, I'm gonna go take a shower. Because that's he says shower. Like, shower. There's an E. There's SHOWER. Not shower. Not SHAR. Like, it could be 80 degrees. There could also be snow on the ground. We don't know. Normal plan to get the city to evacuate, but the chief of police is there. It's very anti-women, telling him what to do. We're not gonna do that. That mixed with being tired of everything, causing her to deviate from her normal, harming herself to prove her story, and instead say death is after her. It leads to a tussle. Why? With the police, and the decision is made to hog-tie her up the edge of the highway and gag her, and if Death shows up overnight, he can have her, and if not, she goes to jail forever. Why is that the fucking thought process? Why is that the fucking pipeline? What the fuck is this shit? The officers, everyone else finds it questionable, but obviously follows orders because enter pig joke here, especially with her being, quote, hog-tied. And another stampede. I think we're at Ford. I give up. Another stampede, comma. I think we're at Ford. Period.
No.
Anyways, she tries to warn them. Too late. Everyone's dead. He frees her, which includes kneeling at her feet. Anyways, he apologizes for the man, and she says he's the one who killed her countless times. I'd forgive him. Man, maybe that's why never mind, we're not gonna open that can of worms. Tries to escape and manages to get 2 knives from the body of an officer. Picks her up and they're flying, as Austin falls. Gets one of the knives away, but in the struggle she accidentally stabs him and he drops her. LOL. He tries to catch her, but she falls to her death. Very amazing Spider-Man 2.
That's what I pictured when I was reading that scene.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Photo? Oh. That's my photo. No, it's not all photo pieces. Anyways, I've just been informed that one of my friends really does not like Hey Stephen by Taylor Swift, and I just think that's blasphemous.
What? What?
They're ranking Fearless right now, and yeah, they're like Hey Stephen is like 25 out of 26. I'm like, bitch, the fuck? Hey Stephen, my beloved. Honestly, I love Hey Stephen.
Hey Stephen is a good song, yeah. Okay, stop having other friends and...
Does it make you sad that I've been friends so long with you?
Yes. All by myself.
I met him when I was 14. How old would you would have been when I was 14?
18, I believe.
Yeah, you wouldn't have liked me. You wouldn't have been friends with me.
I mean, that makes sense, because I wasn't friends with, like, anyone my sister's age. I hated them, because, like, they're 14, 15-year-olds, like...
Yeah, she's insufferable and I'm not. I think that says a lot about us. Oh my god, she was impaled by a metal pole. LOL. Days pass. Scavenjuju eventually finds her. Death finds her and helps her. Oh my god. There's images on his armor, and she's really interested about the 2 lovers who he calls life and death. Oh my god.
Remember that time when he internally calls her life?
Yeah.
And she's all like, who are these? They look like lovers. And he's like, they're life and death, and they are lovers. For all of eternity.
Sobs, induces wars, healing powers. He admits his desires, and how he's wanted her since the first day, which makes her run away again. He swears he will catch her. I'm normal. San Antonio! I would like everyone to know, I've lived in Texas my whole life, and I've never been to San Antonio or Austin.
I've been to Austin.
I've been nowhere, Betsy. I've been to Dallas, quite often, and Fort Worth, and only 2 of those times were fun. I was a sickly child.
Yes, I remember this.
San Antonio, Texas, January. Once again, it could be 80 degrees or it could be snowing. The world may never know. Lazarus is lounging in a restaurant when Death enters the city looking for her. Obviously, everyone's getting got. She takes a bunch of knives from the kitchen, puts them in a satchel. Oh, he starts collapsing the building. So she has to get out. He guides her hand to the knife and brings it to his own throat, but she can't go through with it. Dusty,
Yeah.
hold on. I need you to know. I need you to know right now. Hold on. This has been me the whole time. Absolute silent derangement. Anyways, I just caught a glimpse of farther down the paragraph. Oh my god, on all lonely nights she imagined being with death. He gives her 1,000 seconds to do whatever she wants, and then he'll come after her. He uses the satchel strap to bind his hands, and fun fact, he likes being tied up by her. He even asked her to bind his wings like, hello, sir, I agree, hello, sir. She has him kneel in front of her and then rips off a part of her shirt to cover his eyes. He admits he wants to hold her. She starts to run but almost goes back to him and gives in. She's barely made it a block when he uses the power of war to raise the dead! I'm fucking spiraling. I'm sweating. My armpits of my shirt is soaked, and I've been twitching this whole time, you know, like I do.
Mm-hmm.
Like that one fucking squirrel from that one movie. You know the one I'm talking about? Is a squirrel or a chipmunk or something? From an animated movie?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Rabbit.
I think it's a squirrel. I don't fucking know.
I don't know. There's probably multiple characters like that because I feel like squirrels are easy to make rabid. I don't know. He informs her that he could always raise the dead, and she realizes all the times they thought when doing so would have helped him. She asks why now, and obviously she's scared. And he says it's time he claimed her. I hate you. She tries to escape again, so he uses zombies to disarm her, and then he lets them die. Hear me out. The only two valid people who can raise the dead are, Mr. Santano's death, Myra, as you will. As you know what I'm trying to say. Mr. Santanos and, Nico D'Angelo. Anything else raising the dead? She tries to escape. He uses zombies to disarm her. I already said that. It doesn't matter. She calls his horse. I'm sorry. Let me just read this sentence. He calls his horse and roses off with her as the city falls behind them. Okay, I didn't know they argue when they ride off on this horse. Oh my god! Where did everything go? Everything is completely gone. Bestie? What did you do? Oh my god. Not the sweet token fucking email notification. Prepare to worship. Fuck you. I had to close and reopen the fucking thing.
Yeah, I don't need it at all.
What the fuck? I don't like you.
It's because they roses off. What the fuck was I saying?
I don't know. The obligatory riding off on a horse scene together is happening. She's scared of being so close to him for a large amount of time, so she attempts to throw herself off the horse and uses one of he uses one of her wings to catch her. I'm sick. It gets colder. She starts to shiver. Why is this all happens in every single book? When he realizes she's cold, he takes off his armor and holds her even closer to him so he can keep her warm. Oh my god. He has all the other horsemen's powers. He emits war, no longer has this ability, but is still alive. Interesting. Pleasanton, Texas. I wonder if Texas is large. I actually just opened to Halfway Point and saw it's half a year later, but they're still in Texas. Where is Pleasanton? That's a good question. I'm gonna Google that, because...
Okay.
Let's see. Apparently it's an hour and 5 minutes by plane. I don't know what that means.
That's not far. I don't know.
I'm looking. Why am I... Well, I don't know, it was 36 minutes away by car from there. What the fuck? Eventually, he takes her to an abandoned house and uses Famine's plant powers to grow an impenetrable door. Oh, impenetrable border. Those are two different words. She realizes all the horsemen can use their powers of destruction, and the opposite. No food or water or beds. She takes that death nerve of being unprepared. She takes that death nerve of being unprepared and having no clue what to do. Oh, they watched the sunset together. Oh my god, she decides it's better to sleep outside and he joins her. Oh my god, her stomach growling scares him. I'm so sick. Instead of laying next to her, he's facing. He's so me. She's cold again, obviously. Oh my god, he realizes this, so he spoons her and gets her in with his wings. I guess get you a man with wings. Also get you a man who fly halfway across the world to get a special ingredient from your grandparents and fly all the way back on his birthday.
It'll be easier for Death because he already has wings. So,
Oh my god. He says he's doing it partially for her benefit, but mostly because it's instinct to be close to her and take care of her. Oh my god, I'm gonna kill myself. They stay like that all night. She's thinking out about her feelings and their closeness, so she tries to get some space. So he ties her up and attaches her bonds to the gross recliner. He goes off to kill and says he expects she'll want his company when he returns. I would like to remind you it's been at least 24 hours since she had food or water. LOL. Long before a horseman arrives, but it's Famine, and I realize the reason I remember disliking Famine is because of this book. Oh god. When he's not with Anna, he's insufferable. Makes sense. But anyways, the horsemen have been tracking down Death to stop him. They free Lazarus, but warn Famine, so she tries to leave. I'm sick. Pestilence stops her, asking for help to stop Death. She's not into the idea because he killed her bio parents, but who gives a shit? But she recognizes it needs to be done. He hears their life stories, but Death is coming back, so Pestilence and War need to get the fuck out. Since they're mortal, before they can properly ask for any specific things to help stop Death. When they leave, Famine takes her and threatens her to death, like he did with Anna, cause fuck the world. When personal vendettas are in play. I'm done. Lazarus, quote, "That's the one kink we've all done," end quote. Oh, I'm sick. I skipped the whole line. Famine laughs at Death for binding up Lazarus.
And then the quote.
Quote, "That's the one kink we've all done," end quote. I'm sick. You're trying to look me in the eyes and tell me the word kink exists in this universe.
Yes. And that Fam is the one that... I mean, I guess of all the ones to use the word kink, Famine is the one that makes sense, because his wife happens to be the one who used to be a prostitute. It makes sense.
This is so unserious. This series is so unserious. They're busy fighting. Lazarus sneaks out, and she enters the city and hears a baby crying. Oh my god. No. She takes Vin. Who the fuck is Vin? Is that the name of the baby? Okay.
Yes.
And then basically paralleling when her mother found her in a dead city and took her in. Months pass as they try to hide from Death. Death is using the dead to try to find her. Please get rid of this child. I don't want it here. April, Louisiana. We're gonna have some gumbo. Is that rude?
I don't think so. Now I want gumbo, so it's rude to me.
Give me some hot sauce, by the way.
Oh god, that sounds good too.
Oh, and Lazarus has settled down with Ben, still looking over her shoulder for death and trying to be a person again. They spend months there. Oh my god, she started to view Ben as her son. Ugh. When she senses the still in his post-animal stampede one night, oh my god, she has to get stuff. So she's prepared and finds a latched-up dog who couldn't run away, so lets him free and follows him for a bit. It's clear death is following her as this continues on and on. No shit.
Yeah, no, that goes on for like
back in
multiple
Texas.
paragraphs where it's just like her settling down. Oh, death is here. Oh, her settling down. Death's here. Gotta go. Oh, they're settling down. Death's here. Gotta move on. Like that goes on for a bit.
It's July. We're in fucking Texas again. No wonder the baby's sick. It's hot as fuck, man. I imagine with the apocalypse and everything, the climate has probably gotten worse too, so it's probably like fucking boiling.
Yeah, true.
They're about to go to a doctor when Pestrel's like, hey, bitch. They've been tracking Death, he's been tracking her, and he's not far away. Are we surprised? They need to talk to her about the plan, but she's busy. Why would she give them her address?
No, he gives her their address.
What?
So gives her the address to where they are staying.
I can comprehend words.
Sure
She takes Ben to the hospital. They give him antibiotics for meningitis, but the meds aren't working. Oh my god. She's cradling Ben when she assumes the nurse comes in but looks up to see Death. She was able to find her because Ben is dying, and his soul called to him. I have to do something drastic. She begs for Ben's life, saying she'll go with him. Oh my god. He gives her one day. She falls to the ground sobbing and he holds her. I'm actually crying and I know the kid will be fine. What the fuck? Oh.
Spoiler, the kid's fine. Don't worry about it.
Do they keep the kid together?
Eventually.
Oh my god. Ugh.
You still got the other half of the book to go.
Next morning, she rushes Ben to the other horsemen and begs Salmon to heal him. He denies until she makes a deal with War to seduce Death in payment. What the fuck? The horsemen vow to take Ben into their homes and protect him as one of their own. I was gonna say I've read 2 books. No, I've read a singular book. I did not read this book. The only character named Ben that is valid is, what the fuck is his last, is their last name? Oh my god.
I know, yeah, from I Wish You All the Best.
Yeah. I've been thinking about that a lot. I literally read it last month, like, calm down.
Don't worry, soon you'll read the sad Mason Deaver. Because I was like, I Wish You All the Best isn't sad. That's why I sobbed the last time I read it.
The horsemen vow to take Ben to their homes and protect him as one of their own. War tries to take Ben from her, but Ben isn't into that. So Famine comes up and says he has taste and gives him one and his flower saying it's hers, but she wants him to have it and then takes him in his arms. Real. Ben instantly starts ripping off the petals. Oh my god. The plan is to take Ben to their families and return to fight Death if her cruciate is left.
Sometimes I just went wild writing these notes. I don't know if you can tell.
Pestilence gives her the address of their family. Eventually, Death finds her and asks for what she did with Ben. She gives them half the truth, saying she made a deal for his life with his brothers, and in payment, she goes with Death. He kisses her and then scoops her up and flies off. Honestly, real. Part 2! And how many parts is there?
3.
Ugh. He flies to a mansion! Hell yeah. Plants grow around the Thalassa Inn. Okay. She kisses him when he admits to let Ben continue to live for her. He says he's seen many sides of her, but wants to see her smile. He's already set up a bunch of skeletons inside to do his bidding. LOL. We got a house tour. MTV, Crib? I've never seen that show.
Me neither.
I'm old enough to know what it is, okay? Like, oh my god, she's contemplating banging but gets scared when he shows her the bedroom where he's gathered a ton of clothes. He thought she'd enjoy because he's caring for her in his own way. She gets him to give her space to think. Oh my god. They both are extremely lonely. The only thing that's helped him was reliving his moments with her and then imagining her voice in the conversations they'd have. Oh, he's down bad! He's so mean. The skeletons made her dinner. Oh my god. Oh my god. She gets her to try bread dipped in oil by sitting in his lap, saying he'll kiss her if he does. Real. He guides her hand holding the bread to his mouth as he stares into her eyes. I'm gonna do something. Oh my god, he hates it. It makes her laugh. So now he has a new mission to make her laugh more. They make out. There's some grinding. She smiles during the kiss. Oh my god, and moans what he says he enjoys. Anyways, she starts to get freaked out again, so she leaves. Despite death pleas that she doesn't leave. She wakes up in the morning, gets coffee, and Death walks up behind her shirtless. Quote, this time I want to give you a reason to stay, end quote.
I just remembered me messaging you a lot, talking about how Death's dick is different, it has something extra, and you being so confused, and I suddenly remember this, and I suddenly remember why, and this one just got so much more interesting.
She wants to lick the markings on his chest. I'm sick. He spent their 6 months apart when she was amassing houses fit for a queen for, oh my god, real. I could look at you for 1,000 years and never get bored. Phone lock, pop socket closed. If a girl doesn't say that to me, it ain't happening. What the fuck? I hate you.
Okay.
They go outside, garden, apple tree. Is that like a fucking, you know what I mean? Because apples and... is that why they apples?
Yeah, maybe religion thing? I don't know. But in this, she would be the... That's really funny, actually, now thinking about that.
She picks one up and takes a bite, offering it to him. I was praying so hard for making a sweet token joke right now.
Okay.
Just know in the offering, one of the main things is, like, take a bite, an apple, and just, they have a lot of religious imagery, obviously, because he made up a fake god and potentially multiple gods. And, you get it. Uh-huh. No, you don't, but whatever. He says no. He says no unless he gets what does she say no to?
The apple.
He says no unless he gets another kiss, and she questions if that's what he really wants. Quote, I would want more, kismet, period, but I would settle for taking what you offer, period, quotation mark. She thinks as she picks apples and Death is entranced. If a pretty girl was picking apples and then ate part of one and then was singing as she picked the rest of the apples, I would also be fucking entranced. What the fuck?
Oh my god, wait, no, this next section. Ooh, I gotta sit up. This is important. Ooh.
Oh god. Seduce Death time. This includes a little makeup and a black form-fitting dress with a mid-thigh high split. That could seduce fucking anybody. What do you mean? parentheses, the way Death picked out that dress, in parentheses, oh my god, he has taste. First off, instead of sitting at the table for dinner, she pushes his plate aside and takes its place. Oh my god. Quote, tonight, comma, I'm, in italics, the main course, period, quotation marks. Don't ask me why I narrate the punctuation. I just can't get through it any other way.
Okay.
Oh my god, she puts, please stop telling me there's feet shit.
Oh god.
I'm begging you to tell me there's not feet shit. What happened?
There's no feet shit.
Okay. She puts the feet in his lap. He strokes up her legs, slowly before grabbing her by the waist and pulling her into his lap. He asks her for the truth, and she admits she's always, quote, craved removing his armor, comma, touching your wings, comma, and running my lips over your bare flesh, period, parentheses. I mean, quotation marks. Oh my god, he tells her to do so she strokes his wings. He takes off his armor, but she takes off his shirt. Oh my god. She kisses his chest, and they kiss the time. She pulls down the dress strap through. He has a good time with boob. You know, valid. Dry humping, kissing. She asks, oh my god, quote, she asks if he wants to be intimate with her, and he says always, period. Anyway, oh my god, so, remember when I was messaging you saying his dick had something a little extra? She removes his pants, and guess what his glowing tattoos are everywhere, including his dick. Okay. Honestly, how did I forget that it's just been over a year since I read this. Last time I read this. Death has his first blow job. That's not a sentence I thought I would ever say. After he's done, she leaves to go take care of herself. The next morning, he's pacing and says he would have happily returned the favor. Oh my god, favor. She stops that train of thought because the skeletons are packing up everything. Death admits he could end humanity with a snap of his fingers, but he rides instead, and she'll ride with him. It's needless to say she's no longer in the mood. He says he needs to experience humanity before he can kill them. So she argues him into agreeing the next town they enter, he will live long enough to experience life. They're heading west. How much longer, Becky?
We are on page 8 out of 12. We are more than halfway through. I'd like you to know, there's a good chunk that I left out, which is just all the end battle stuff, because I was like, I'm not good at describing end battle, so end battle happened.
Good, thank you. She proud of him for showing mercy, holding his hand, PDA, I guess, I don't fucking know. City people immediately start shooting, valid. Oh my god, Lazarus puts herself in front of the first arrow. Death freaks and catches her. He uses his wings to shield her from more. He goes to remove the arrow, but she tells him to wait until she's already dead so it'll hurt less. Oh my god. He's not the biggest fan of watching her die and being able to do nothing, to which she responds, no. No. She responds, quote, I thought, ... that was, ... your king, period, quotation mark.
She's literally dying, and that's what she says.
You know, she's kind of real for that. I told you she was a bad bitch. I'm sorry, yeah. She passes out, he heals her. She pulls the arrows out of his wings as he badgers her on why she took the arrow, but she doesn't know why. 'Cause she cares about him. Get out of my fucking paragraph. New house. Bridal carriers are in. Hell yeah. Carries to the bathroom. Oh my god. It has a vagina. Quote, I'm not going to muse on the fact that the man who won't eat bread, but he'll gladly eat me. Quotation mark. His wings are really sensitive. Side-eye emoji.
I would let you know, her legs are up on his shoulders, and so her feet are hanging down, and because his wings are there, her feet are just, like, rubbing against his feet, or against his wings, and, his wings are really sensitive. So that's just happening. That's the thing. With this happening.
Oh my god, quote laid back kismet. And let me show you what it means to be mine. Quotation mark. He holds her hand above her head as they bang. As they bang, he makes the weather go wild. I thought you'd enjoy that. Yes, I enjoy that. Parentheses, also when lightning happens during it, the skeleton thing happens, yeah. She's into it, have fun with that. Parentheses. Afterwards, he says, that's the best thing I've ever experienced, I'll cut it leak. I would hope so, I don't know. They bathe together. He thinks angelic to her, oh my god, her poor vagina, they bang in the bath, and then days pass and they're having sex upwards of 5 times a day?
That's why I said poor vagina. Because, oh my god.
Is that physically possible?
I guess technically, but I wouldn't want to. Good god. Let girl sleep. I guess she can't die, but still.
Doesn't she get sore?
Yes, she's sore the whole time.
Honestly, you'd think her clit would have fallen off by now. Anyways. He's basically trying to bang away his need to travel and kill. Makes sense. He agrees to try and to go through a city without immediately killing. They exit the house. She notices all the dead plants and all the bones all over the place. Every time they bang, he unleashes his power, so he's growing plants and raising the dead as he's humping. She realizes, hey, we're having sex. What about pregnancy? Similar to Salmon, he has the ability to choose whether he's fertile. Promises he's shooting blanks. Oh my god.
Shooting blanks is the phrase she uses, I would like to know.
He doesn't want kids, but asks if she wants more kids with him. And when she says no, because he's trying to end humanity, and that's bad. Father really is upset by it. No, that's funny as fuck. That's not what I thought that sentence was gonna say.
The reason why he's so big.
Big, large, extravagant.
Apparently I just like trying to use words that make it difficult for you.
Extravagant. Houses for her.
Museum.
He thinks it's the least he can do. Since he can't give her what she wants the most, he'll just stop the killing. Small town at night. Takes out the street lamp, so the chances of him being noticed will be lower. She gets him to watch a happy family with her. They leave the town to find somewhere to sleep, and Duff admits he hates more than the violence of his job, but the process itself. He recognizes the importance and need for it, but doesn't like it. Interesting. Falling asleep while they ride. Takes off his armor, so she'll be more comfortable. Finds a house. Next morning, they have a normal argument on killing people bad, but it's my job. She realizes he'll never change and is pointless. She's mad, so she jumps off the horse. Chases after her. He can't stop for her, but wants her to be happy, so she asks for Ben, and he agrees to continue riding to the west coast. And once there, Azale, they will go pick up Ben, and he will make, he's the last human to die, so they can be a family. his rescue. She will make sure he is the last human to die so they can be a family. She happy cries. She is restless about continuing too. So when he stops at a house for her, she says she wants to continue. She does not need a house, just him. I'm going to say
the way Jay like doesn't or can't or you're like does not and she is and cannot. Like, why are you doing this to me?
Because apparently I cannot speak. Okay.
Mhm.
Happy accident of 69%. Came outside. She decides she won't love him, but he makes it in time. He can make her. What? Oh. They came outside and she decides she won't love him, but he believes in time he can make her love him. Anyways, August. Maitland? That was a horrible joke. Anyways, you didn't even laugh. You didn't even giggle. Interstate, Southwestern USA. Basically the whole chapter is them having sky sex, so I'm trying to understand the logistics of that sentence.
I'll understand what's so difficult here. They have sex in the sky. Her legs around his waist, him a pumping, them a flying, her arms wrapped around his neck. Apparently, according to this book, it's really hot. I don't see... I'd like the ground to exist, at least for one of us.
No, having your shit out with the impending doom of potentially falling to the ground to your death.
She also has PTSD from when he dropped her and she died and was impaled and left there for days. So, like, every time they fly, she's, like, panicking.
I guess you can't panic if you're... You can't panic!
The next paragraph.
Oh my god, what the fuck? Arizona! First time Death sleeps their attack. They immediately kill him. Oh my god, she gets his blood all over herself, so when he's fighting them, they're touching his blood and dying. Oh my god, that's so cool. She gets beat unconscious, wakes up in a desert field, tied to a post with many other women. What the heck, guys? Shane. Of course the name's fucking Shane.
Right.
Tries to get information about Death from her, and 5 of his men died trying to capture her. Boo fucking who. Shane eventually gets pissed enough to punch her out, and when she wakes again, she's being dragged to Shane as someone runs in saying Death escaped. She smiles as the earth shakes and the dead rise. Hell yeah. Death kills everyone in the camp, and she cries over the other captured women. Who cares? September, my birthday. Run into more of Shane crew and co. They hold up the road, shoot anyone who doesn't pay a toll. Death kills one of them, then Zombie fights him to kill all his pals with 2 L's, and continues the cycle until they're all dead. They're running low on water. Death says before he was with Lazarus that passage of time was torture to him. Stop. Full fucking stop. Southern California! Boo-hoo! She wakes in the middle of the night, and realizes she'll succeed. If she succeeds, she'll be with Death forever and gives her permission to love him. I'm so confused. Later, they're banging. He stops to ask for a joke.
He's like mid-pump. He's mid-pump, and he's like, tell me a joke. And she's like, now? So she'll pick up one joke.
What should a sick bird do? Get treatment. Parentheses.
The way I laughed. I like that jokes.
Also, I feel like all the words you choose for certain things says a lot about you, because you always say mid-pump, or licky-lick, or, you know... Anyways,
Mid pump is proper terminology. Thank you very much.
I didn't say it was. I wouldn't know. I didn't say it wasn't, but I wouldn't know. But translate more of his tattoos. And there's a line that says he resurrects souls, but she doesn't catch on to that until later. He'll translate them all for her someday. She begs him to bring back people, and he tries to explain it's no miracle. To make her understand, he brings back her mother. So coming back to life is painful for her soul, and she begs Lazarus to let her die. Oh my god. She does, and Death tries to comfort her, but in essence, he tells her that her grief is in vain, so now she's mad, but also scared if Death was right. Also scared if Death was right about everyone dying all along. I don't understand the problem. Everyone has to die eventually.
Yeah, but she's kind of like, she wants people to live, and he's all like, listen, the other side is, like, happier, there's no more pain, like, you should just, like, accept it, it's gotta happen. And she's like, yeah, but, like, they should have a chance to live first, and all this stuff, and that's basically the whole debate back and forth. But around this point, she realizes if he succeeds, or fails, either way, most of humanity will be dead. And, like, he may be right about it being better to be dead and whatnot, because peace and moving on and la la la. But, like, she's immortal. She can't fucking die. So she's just gonna be stuck with this pain forever. And, so yeah, she goes through a whole entire existential depression spiral thing. It's great. No, when
Anyway.
you get depressed because you're immortal.
You mean Edward Cullen?
Accurate.
She's depressed. He's worried about losing who she truly is. They reach LA. She's intrigued by the ocean. They stay for a while. October, they go skinny dipping, and her poor vagina, but they bang in the ocean and on the beach. Oh, the ocean water!
I know, right? First, they have the salty ocean water. You know how much fish poop is in there? Good God. And then, they go on the beach. So now there's also sand in the mix. And I'm just like, ow! Antibiotics are very rare now.
USA. Gross. He says he loves her. They make bread together. Okay, domestic. Real. Oh my god, they bang on the kitchen counter covered in dough and food. How has she not got an infection? Full stop.
I know, right? Like, honestly. Especially since, like, what would she do? There's no antibiotic. I mean, I guess the question is, what would women do in ye olden times when they had UTIs? Does she have to just, like, find cranberry juice magically and just chug it? Like, God. She must, maybe because of her magical healing abilities, her vagina just magically heals from UTIs. I'm gonna guess that's what happens.
That would be nice. Like,
I know, right?
Anyways, they make bread. He likes bread. She watches them sleep. Oh my god, and says, I love you for the first time as he's asleep. I miss being so intrigued with someone to watch them sleep, you know?
I would like you to know we have one more paragraph left, and then we're on to part 3, which is the end of the book. It's basically the final battle and then the end.
I feel like a lot of people are like, why would you watch someone sleep? But it really is so fucking intimate to watch someone sleep.
I'm sorry, I watch Bella sleep all the time. She's just so, she's so
She's 2 apple tall.
And I love my dog. I don't know if you know this.
I love her too. I've never seen her little head. I've never got to pet her little head. Or her little
that's your own goddamn fault.
What? Do you want me to walk my ass up to fucking Vermont?
Yes.
Oh my god, my mom's
Vermont, and you're eastern Texas, so you know.
Eastern? You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna get my phone, hold a phone, and we're gonna make me a bagel while we finish this, because I want a damn bagel. I don't even like bagels like that, but those are really good. I need to put a trash bag in the truck. Anyways, back to death. Hello. Literally back to death. He's been contemplating ending the killing for a while now, but he watches Lazarus sleep. He actually almost decides to wanting to start a family with her instead. Oh my god. I hope everyone enjoys the bagel making ambiance. They wake up. Bang. Swears to himself he'll stop the killing. Or try to. And keep Lazarus too. His brothers will arrive the next day. Poster time.
Oh, there's literally like 2.5 paragraphs left. Oh wait, yeah.
Hell fucking yeah. Lazarus. Steph is acting weird. Important things in their lives that changed were because God intervened. And she's intervening again right now. It sounds like Ebony's trying to come in. He tells her he wouldn't change anything except maybe the ending, but now it's too late. On the horse, his hand is gripping her really tight and trembling. He senses the bros are closing in, so he takes off his shirt and armor, reading off all the rest of his tattoo. It's time for his final judgment and the end of humanity. Oh my god, death. He's scared of her hating him again, but he's just more scared of going against God's wishes. I gotta go, bestie.
Not the sound of you actually opening a door.
Well, anyone inside. Hi! Can you hear her bell?
No.
Oh my god, Ebony! I'm twinkling her bell. Do you hear it?
No. I feel like, the Ivy dog is underneath my sister's desk and being really, really fucking adorable.
Give me your head. Oh, I get kisses. I get puppy kisses. You trying to tell me you didn't hear her bell and all that? Anyways. Lazarus. The other horsemen arrive and she goes to them. Pestilence hugs her and is mad at Death for making her upset. Famine gloats. Death says it's time for them to end it all. They try to plead with him. He's all, quote, forgive me, after saying he's going to kill Ben too despite the promises he's made. He plans to keep Lazarus alive, and the idea of being the only human left scares her. The only people who can truly stop him and take away his powers are himself and God. Every minute he does this, another mile of people die. War gives her a knife. In battle time, it's fine. War sacrifices himself so Lazarus can kill Death. Hell yeah! Thank God! Pestilence is also assumed death. Oh, wait. Death gives Famine the mortality. Oh my god, he begged for so long so he too can die. Lazarus faces down Death when instead of stabbing him, she stabs herself. She's turned mortal with her last breath. She tells him she loves him. The end. What the fuck?
Hey, bestie, you may want to scroll down a little bit.
I hate you. I really thought.
I know you really thought.
I didn't even hear my fucking bagel pop up, but oh my god. It's not toasty enough, but if I toast it again, I know she'll burn.
Oh, I hate that, yeah.
Like, it's barely toasty. I like it pretty toasty. Fuck it, I'm gonna toast it again. Well, the outside is, I'm toasting that bitch again. I don't give a shit. I'll turn it down just a little bit, though, just in case. Anyways, not that I had to. Fuck you, respectfully. Death. He realizes she's made a bargain of her life for humanity, assuming he'd choose her. Lazarus. Dude, the location marker says, the beyond! She goes and hangs out with all the spirits of her family. Oh my god. Death. Before she leaves, she writes the angelic symbol for love on his armor, and he realizes he's been wrong the whole time. The dumbass. Of course he is. He stops her and makes her a new deal. She comes back to And he'll stop it all. Lazarus. She's alive. Death is stripped of his immortality and wings. No, not the wings!
I know, right? She's also really upset about this.
If I had fucking wings and someone took them away, I would fight somebody. The other horsemen are also alive, immortal, and healed. They have a family reunion, and I totally didn't almost cry. Anyways, excuse me, I was like, what?
What the hell? How did that's supposed to say, I quote the entire last chapter, but it says, I quite the engine last chapter.
Somewhere in the world, March year 28th of the Horsemen. Down a long abandoned road in a long abandoned neighborhood in one of the many long abandoned towns of the world, a street light flickers on, off, on, off. On. And it stays on. Oh my god.
That's the last chapter of this whole entire series, ignoring the epilogue. Can you fucking imagine? Like, why the fuck does it do that?
One side is almost burnt, but it's alright. She toasty. I don't even fucking like bagels like that. It's an everything bagel too. I feel like I shouldn't like an everything bagel.
The epilogue is in Death's point of view, by the way. And it's just the story of the rest of their lives.
Oh my god. I put butter on there because I don't want to eat a dry ass bagel.
Makes sense.
Can you tell I don't fucking bagels? I'm so lost. Anyways, epilogue. They adopt more kids, have some of their own. Slowly over time, the older horsemen and their wives die. Eventually, Lazarus dies and death waits here for his time, where they will reunite in the afterlife. Feels like a cry at the end, like I always do. Shut up. The end.
The book literally ends with the end in italics. Anyways. Yeah. It just ends with him just describing how eventually they all die, and one of his brothers and their wives die first, and then Lazarus dies, and he just waits slowly for death to come for him, as his whole family's around him. Ben's like 40 and has his own family.
Oh my god. We've come so far.
Hey, the last chapter and epilogue, fuck you, and I went, thanks. I love you too. And that's the end of the series.
I can't believe we made it, honestly.
Me neither. There were so many interruptions. We both got sick. In the time
Mind you,
it took me to read this.
Like 2020, 2021.
Yeah.
This is a good ass bagel.
Do you have anything else to say about the last book in the series?
No.